Hey, what's up? Dars here, watching the Watchers. Now, I was at work yesterday, and hold on, let's just switch to data saver mode. There we go. The white saves data space in the video. But long story short, I was at work yesterday, and I heard this. There's been several things come on the news. I think, this would be the day that I go and make a video and just despite being tired, don't worry about that. Just make a video, get out there, as I used to do. Don't worry about everything else that's going on. Just make the video. Family issues, don't worry about that. Make the video. Got other things to do, music to sort out, loans to sort out. Student loan to pay out, possible decision to go to uni or not. Do I get a motorbike or not? Or do I get a van instead, get a driving license? Blah, 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 blah. All these little things. Sort my allotment out. Plant stuff. Blah, 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 blah. So anyway, I've got other things to go well going on with family. Quite negative things as well. And negative things going on at home and other places too in my life. Stressful times, let's just say that. But my stress was added to quite severely yesterday. But I'll talk about that in a minute. But long story short, I'm at work and I heard this news story come on. And I think, yes, okay, that'll be the topic of conversation for my next video. Jeremy Kyle gets kicked off the air because somebody commits suicide after they had a lie detector test. Blah, 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 blah. What a great story to get sunk into, and also gave me an excuse to release several videos that I did on the Jeremy Kyle show, which I never actually released. I forgot to release them. But yeah, if you wanted to see the psychology of people, it's or down and outs people, kind of sheeple, scraping the bottom of the barrel, losing a high percentage of the gene pool kind of style. Then you'd often go and see Jeremy Kyle, and he also had the the bizarre guests on there, like the man who wanted to be a parrot by injecting his eyeballs and having bits of his ears cut off and stuff like this. And then Jeremy's like, oh, yeah, I respect you, man. I respect you. Oh, yeah, you're a nice guy, Like, it's all okay. Wow. So, yesterday I thought, you know what? I'm going to go home. I'm going to make a video. That's good. Let's upload that to the channel. But, there's been several other news stories, like Elon Musk's saying they want to go to the moon, to Mars, whatever. And then there's that other things to do with space. Oh yeah, obviously the continued story of the 10 years until world destruction because of global weirding. Yeah, not global warming, not global climate change. No, now it's called global weirding. And we've had all the propaganda stuff ever since these children riots, saying about, oh well, we can't do everything, but we can do a little. That's why we think you should have a smart meter. It's really easy to get your smart meter installed. But we could do a little bit for the planet. And they have like the sounds of children. Yeah, we're the future generation. Get a smart meter. Ugh, stop it. So anyway, I'm riding home on push bike, and all of a sudden, well, actually, I looked over. I've got to go around a roundabout, so I'm entitled as a push bike to go into the right-hand lane and be sort of in the middle of the lane to go around the roundabout. There's a set of traffic lights first, and they were red. All of a sudden, I hear this beeping, like continued beeping, like a getting louder and louder. And then I look behind me, and there's a car like tearing up behind me, and it's literally almost ramming me off the road. And I'm like, what are you doing? My arm out. Hey, what are you doing? And he stopped the thing down. Oh, you better effing move away. This. It's hard not to swear, to be honest, repeating this guy's words, but he said like a kind of like a London kind of gangster wannabe kind of accent. Yo, this man better move out my way. Yo, this man better move out my way. Oh man, I'm telling you, this man, get out of my way. I'll tell you, effing get out of my way, man. Fucking no. Excuse me, let's where swear words slip there. Effing get out of my way. Constant swearing, right? And meanwhile holding the horn down, like, what are you doing? So I go around and move over a bit. And he's still there behind me, trying to basically ram my bike off, like trying to force me off the road. And so I turn my bike around in front of him, so he can't go nowhere. And so he stopped, like about, say, I don't know, like 5 meters away, his car. And so I turned my bike around, and the idea was turn my bike around, put my bike down, and go to his window and ask him what his issue is. Yeah, because it's a red light, he ain't going nowhere. He's, what's the issue? There's no need to be trying to intimidate me off the road. Yeah? I'm entitled to filter, and I'm entitled to be in the lane. So anyway, long story short, so I've turned my bike around, and I'm pushing it just to his car's facing me. And to the left. I pushed my bike to the left of the front of his car, right? And then all of a sudden he jumps out of the car. I step back a bit. He's like, as he come out of the car, he comes out and goes, right, that's it. Right, I was effing this, effing that, and calling me all sorts of names and that. And he just basically started lunging punches at me. His build, I'm 6'4". His build is similar. He's similar height to me, but he's very, very, very athletic build, and I could tell from the way he was punching me that he was basically trained to do that. Yeah. So he punched me twice in the temple, attempting to knock me out. That didn't work, so he then decided to repeatedly punch me in the eye, and he may have had a ring or something on because I blocked a couple of punches. One on my hand, so my little finger's bruised, and then one on my forearm, and there's a scuff mark, like a squarish scuff mark on my arm, where something like maybe even a knuckle duster or something like that came down and hit my arm, scraped on my arm. I don't know, but he did a heavy amount of damage to my eye. I'll show you a photo of my eye in a minute. Yeah, so I had to basically. He couldn't knock. He tried to knock me out. He must have hit me at least 6 times or 7 times, maybe. A couple of times he actually hit my arm as well. So plus those as well. So maybe about 8 times, perhaps. I don't know. But, quite a lot. He was just trying to plumb on my face in basically, but he was definitely trying to go for knockout punches first, trying to hit me almost directly in my temple. It's all swollen around there. And then after he failed to knock me out from the temple, I tried to hit him, but I had my bag, which 4-kilo bag on my back, and a push bike in my left arm, so I'm at a disadvantage anyway. So I'm not really in any condition. This guy is in like he's just about to go to the gym. Do you know what I mean? And it's just, I've had fights before, whatever, but this guy, it's just his behaviour is completely uncalled for. Completely overreaction, no real words speaking other than profanity and swearing and twisted speech from the car, what is wrong with people? So anyway, he drove off, got back in the car, I drove off, but I moved in front, I stood in front of his car, and I read out his number plate in an attempt to remember it, because I did it on my phone, and I had no way of recording the actual number. So I tried to read it out loud. And then as he drove past, he was like, I ain't effing done with you, mate. I ain't effing done with you, yeah? The passenger in the car that just sat there the whole time watching. He sort of drove off up the road, waiting by the roundabout, looking probably in his mirror, seeing where I would go. And I'm just sort of thinking, do I continue this on? Do I try and attack the guy myself? Do I try and go back to him and get him out of his car and actually try and fight the guy, put my bag down, get myself prepared to actually fight this guy? Or am I going to let this guy beat me? I didn't realise how bad he'd actually hit me. I couldn't really feel the punches of how hard they were when he was hitting me, but he was proper smacking me hard. But anyway, so, because it swelled up pretty much instantly over my eye, and that's when I basically was looking around and I see an ambulance who was, there's a garage nearby, and they were seen to somebody else there. So I looked at the ambulance, I looked at his car, this car is still there. Now I had a decision, but do I go and continue this and go and follow, basically get my bike, go up there and get out and knock on the window or whatever and continue this on, or go and talk to the ambulance crew who are now driving off towards me in my direction. So I looked to the car, looked to the ambulance, looked to the car, and thought, just leave it. So I pushed the bike off the road and I just basically stood in front of this ambulance. I was like, I've just been attacked by this guy here. And so they offered to take me to the hospital. And I waited in the A&E for about 5 hours. Then I had to have an x-ray. It took another hour. Then I didn't realise how close I was to the train station, so I was messing around for over an hour trying to find a way to get home. When I realised, actually, hold on a minute, how close am I to the train station? So I didn't have my phone on me or anything like that. So I had to get the receptionist to print me out a map to the train station. So I rode my bike on the motorway, side of the motorway to the train station. And I eventually got home. And as I got home from the hospital, the eye had basically tripled in size, in swelling. And I thought, I have to report this to the police at the end of the day, because actually the ambulance crew actually reported it as an incident. But it was up to me to actually report the incident. But I don't really like going to the police. But this guy could have potentially killed me by punching me in the temple like that, or blinded me. Yeah, it's unacceptable level of violence. And not to mention the fact he's trying to ram me off the road in his car. He's about 20 years old, driving a BMW 3 Series Sport. Yeah, so not a cheap car. But I'll show my eye. There it is. Now, I'm not being funny, I'm not being big-headed or anything or whatever, but that is the worst black eye I've ever seen. And I can't open it. Yeah, so that's it. So that's what happened to me yesterday. But hopefully I'll be back doing regular videos soon. But to be honest with you, what is the point of doing videos that try to wake people up when some people don't deserve to be awake at the end of the day. Some people are dangerous individuals who will never be part of society. Scum, basically. Gangster wannabe scum.